Moon and star, my old friend, how good of you to come. For once I confess your current incarnation's abominable scaled visage is a sight for these ashen eyes. But enough pleasantries. Let's not beat around the Nirn root. Your signature. I have need of it. What for, you ask? Oh, Nerevar, sweet, sweet Nerevar. Once again the capricious hand of fate has been up to its cruel tricks and played me for a fool. Perhaps you may recall, for it was not so long ago, that I had expressed a benighted desire to put a hold on provincial conquest for a time, and instead make a career of streaming online for the mongrel dogs of the Empire. Yes, I'm sure you'll remember, for you yourself not only entertained but encouraged my wild fancy. Seize the day, Vorin, you said to me, and for my part I agreed with you. At the time, what Enwa wouldn't get a kick out of the contradictory nature of Dagoth Ur, honored head of the Sixth House and the tribe unmourned, gunning down the unskilled rabble of Morrowind and beyond in a rousing match of Fortnite. In an age before the infernal VTubers and various other clout fetchers that now dominate the virtual landscape, the idea seemed to me utterly foolproof. Well, I am here to tell you this was not the first time the well-meaning optimism of a friend led to old Dagoth's downfall. And I fear it will not be the last. Mind you, at first the business model seemed ironclad. Sleepers and outlanders alike were helpless to resist the allure of spending several hours in chat, providing a steady flow of Tier 3 subscriptions and mildly amusing commentary. But it was not long before the winds of fair-weathered fortune set themselves against the SS Dagoth. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was during a particularly heated exchange between myself and two cheating Surwits, one Khajiit, the other Argonian. They were clearly reaping the benefits of aim assist and other such hacks, and in my justified rage I called them out for their treachery. Just what I'd expect from a no-good lizard and a flea-bitten feline, I remarked. Azura, confound it, Nerevar, I was livid. Moreover, such insults were fashionable in the First Era, and nary an eyebrow was raised. Well, old habits die hard. And despite my best efforts, the powers that be did not find my quaint manner of speaking, how did they phrase it? Acceptable for their diverse and inclusive platform. To think they would be bold enough to mince words with me, Dagoth Ur, a god. It should go without saying that I refused to take their slight lying down. After another round of tense correspondence, however, my streaming days were over. From then on, I was banned from the service. Good riddance, I said to myself. One door closes, another opens. For my ambition lay there in the Red Mountain. I was sure of that. I would simply pick up the pieces and begin things where I had left off. Or so I thought. It was there in that place where my destiny was made. O Nerevar, I regret the next chapter in this sordid saga more than any other. You see, in my unshakable lust for internet celebrity, I left all matters fiduciary in the trusted, pallid hands of Dagoth Endis, both my brother and my accountant. Not much for conversation, Endis, but a discerning taste for liquor, and a practiced eye for the ever-changing milieu of the private sector. But on this occasion he made a fatal mistake. Like so many these days, Endis took all our holdings and invested them in crypto. Netch coin, I believe he called it. While I whiled away my evening online cursing reptiles and sneak thieves alike, Endis unwittingly ensured the Sixth House and the tribe unmourned went bust overnight. Blood relations or not, when I learned what had happened, I admit I put him to death the very next day. While it quenched my rage for a time, it did little to nurse my aching heart. For as I stood there septimless within the confines of Dagoth Ur, the building, gazing up at the incomplete skeleton of Akulakahn, I realized all my grand and intoxicating designs had come to naught. Inchow, moon, and star, I couldn't even take time to grieve, for my tenancy in the Red Mountain did not come cheap. I was promptly evicted and out mingling with the common Ashlanders for weeks, bumming about for what little coin there was to be had. Though it was very small comfort, Dagoth Gar-S soon took pity on me, his former boss, and let me room with him at a one-bedroom he'd managed to cobble together in Mournhold. The bar had now hit an all-time low, but let it never be said that Dagoth Ur looks a gift guar in the mouth. That said, as I struggled ceaselessly to get back on my feet in this wretched economy, I found myself repulsed by Gar-S and his abysmal standards. It wasn't long before he had taken up a heavy skooma habit. Despite my protestations, and in a month's time the whole place stunk to high Aetherius in ways you couldn't even imagine. I couldn't stand it any longer. I had lost everything. Everything except my dignity. That, Nerevar, I refused to throw away. So I ventured here instead to Balmora, hoping anyone would take pity on the head of the once great house Dagoth. But no amount of prestige could do anything to levy such piss-poor credit. And with Akulakahn unfinished, I could declare no assets to my name. That is why I have asked you to come here, Nerevar, Moon and Star, my old friend. Would you honor the sixth house and the tribe unmourned by co-signing my lease agreement? What? What do you mean you're broke too? Who in their right mind spends 20,000 septims on a single Colovian fur helm? How dare you stand there and claim the title Nerevar, you serpent-brained Enwa? You people, I swear. What do you think I mean by you people?